Hey everyone, it's Sandy with Rockin' Paper Scissors. So today we're making rosettes. These were made using a little cool tool that I bought at Hobby Lobby. It's from EK Tools and it's a paper crimper. The original price is $20. I got it with the 40% off coupon. So if you go buy one, make sure you use your coupon. You can also get it at Michael's and use their 50% off coupon. So it comes with this little cool little doohickey. So this has a bunch of numbers on it. It goes from 1.5 up to 6. You just lay your paper on that edge and then turn the dial and it pulls it through. So this is the large one that's in there right now. Let me turn around so you can see it. This is the large one, so it makes a larger, we're missing one. This one's the large one, so it makes a larger crimp on the paper. And then this is the small one. So I'll put this in after we've done this one. So we'll try this one as well. Okay, and what else comes with it is just some simple instructions on how to put it together, how to put the pieces in, and then what you need to do in order to make a rosette. Okay, so I've made a few, as you can see. I forgot to include this one. And I think they're adorable, actually. They're so cute. And the only thing is, now, anybody can do this, any age. I don't think there is an age limit on here, but if you're using hot glue to glue them together, doing the front and the backs, be extremely careful. I just, like 5 minutes ago, burnt my finger. I have a huge blister right here, and I have another one right here. So be very careful. The hot glue gets so hot, and if you're going to let your kids do it with you, just, pay close attention that they don't get their fingers in the glue like I did. It really was an accident. I went to put the bottom on, and a piece of the string from the glue got caught on my hand, and then it flipped up on my finger, and I went to grab it off, and it got caught on my thumb. So it was pretty brutal, but and I was screaming, but I'm okay, and I'll be okay. And just once the burning feeling goes away, I think I'll be all right. Okay, so let's get started making these. Let's move these bad boys out of the way. Now, just if you don't have one, if you don't want to go buy this, then you can do it on your scoreboard. You would just use whatever size paper you want to use, and then score it at every 1/2 inch. Okay, and then you will just do the same folding technique that you're using with this, which is just accordion folding each one. Okay, now on the back, it shows where you can make bows out of it. I think these look like, to me, they look like little napkins, and those are really cute. And then you can make, put cupcakes on there, which is something I plan to do, and then making your regular rosettes for fun occasions. Okay, so what I've done is, and I've laid some paper down because my mat is dark and I was having trouble seeing it myself, so I was like, well, let me get some white paper down. So what I've done so far is I've cut these. Now these are 2.5 by 6. So if you do this, the paper says that you need 3. If you do it the same way I did, 2.5 by 6, then you need 4 in order to make the rosette. So in my opinion, the instructions don't tell you how long to make your paper, but if you do it by 6, then the wider you go, the more pieces you're going to need. Okay, so I found that out doing this one because I had to end up doing another piece of paper. All right, so that's that one. And so we'll work on that one later. So this, now for 12-inch size, I figured out you could do 2 or 3. Okay, now this is 2 by 12. I believe it's 2. Let me measure it here. 2.5. I want to double check that real quick. Just because I think the 2.5 are the wider ones I just showed you guys. Yeah, these are 2. Okay, so 2 by 12. You can do 3. You could do 2, but it'll look better. It's tighter with 3. So here's one that I did that's 3 of them. See how tight it is? It looks so much better. Okay. So if you have double-sided paper, that's awesome too. So here's one that I did that had double-sided paper, and it came out really cute. Now this one is, I believe I did 2 of the 1.5 by, no, I think this is a 2 by 12 as well. But see how I only did 2 papers, and look at the difference. So this one looks a lot better. All right, so what you do is you just lay it down at, since it's a 2-inch paper, I'm going to put it at the 2, and I'm just going to push down so that it goes, oops, right on that line there. And I'm going to hold it, and then I'm just going to turn it just a little bit to get it started. And then you just push it through. It's super simple. It doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't stay still. You do have to hold it. And then you just put it through. It does have these little tiny feet on it, but it still moves. It's light. It doesn't weigh anything. All right, so you take your next one, you do the same thing, stick it in at 2. Make sure it goes to that line. I did notice that you have to do that, otherwise the paper will move. All right, and then you just push it in, and it's doing all your scoring for you, so you don't have to do all that. And then the last one, sorry, my paper's moving. All right, lay this one at the 2, and then pull it through. All right, then you can set this machine aside. If you can find a place. If you're like me, your desk is full. I have this huge table and it's completely covered in stuff right now. Okay, so if I sound a little hoarse, I'm so sorry. My allergies are kicking in and my throat is extremely sore. So I might cut out and take a little break for a minute and then come back if I can't talk too much. Or if I end up talking too much. Okay, so with every score that goes this way, you got to go that way. And with every score that goes this way, you go this way. So you're basically just accordion folding this whole thing. And if I can do this with this big blister, can you see this thing? Let me, oh, it hurts. It's the wrong way. Look at that thing. Oh, it's a nightmare. It hurts so bad. Okay, so let's get to folding. So you're just going to accordion fold this whole thing. So I just do it. It goes by. It's pretty quick. I mean, I'm using paper instead of cardstock. Cardstock's a little bit harder to work with just because it's so thick. And I have so much paper that's like decorative paper. And so I'm like, I just want to make it out of these. And so that's what I did. So once you get it like this, I just press it just to make sure that all the lines are tight. And then you can lay that one aside. Okay? And then do the next one. Do the same thing. You're just accordion folding the whole thing. And it goes pretty fast. These don't take long. I think the hardest part about them really is just decorating them, deciding what to put on them. All right, there's your next one, and this is the last one. So So, like I said, if you do 12 inch, you only need 2 or 3. If you do 6 inch paper, then you'll need, depending on your width, you'll need at least 3. Okay. So these are 3. No, this one's, yeah, I think that one's 3. And this one's 3. This one might be 2. Yeah, this might be 2 and this is 3. So it looks better, the tighter it is, it's better. And also this could be the smaller one, so it could be 3. Or the other one could be 3 rather. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to, I'm going to use score tape, but you can use any kind of adhesive that you want. And I'm just going to put it on the edge. Find my acrylic block so I can do this. Okay, so you just want to, you're going to glue these pieces together. I'm trying not to touch my thumb on anything because that really hurts. It's a huge blister now. Okay, so you're just going to do one end and then you can go ahead and pull it off. Whoops, sorry. You can go ahead and pull it off. If I can. This is a paper piercing tool for sure. Okay. Okay, so once you've connected your first piece to your second piece, now you're connecting your third piece to the whole thing. All right, to your first and second piece. So go ahead and remove your sticky tape. Make sure that your lines are going the same way. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this small one right here, the small edge that went crooked. See how you got to be careful because it will go crooked if you don't lay it in there right, which is what it did for me. So I'm just going to hook these two together, just line them up perfectly, and then I'm just going to fold everything in. Making sure that everything goes the right way. There it goes. And then I'm just going to push down on it all. Okay, and then we have this long paper. All right, so I'm going to add another piece of adhesive right to this end. I think I could probably just turn my mat over and it'll be lighter. When the sunlight is out, my black mat looks too dark. So I might have to turn my mat over. Alright, pull the piece off. And now you're wanting to put these two edges together. So I'm going to try to do it and stay on screen, but if I'm off screen, I'm sorry. Okay, you just line them up. Of course I'm shaky. I'm always shaky. Okay, and then you have this. So when you flip it down, and then you push it all in to the center, that's what makes your rosette. Okay? So we need to get something to hold it in place. Alright, so what I have is a couple things I can use. I have, let me just move this box out of my way. I have the same paper and I have a punch. My smallest punch is 1.5 inch. Can you believe that? Smallest punch. I need to get some more punches. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut out, or punch out 2. So has the weather started to break where you're at? We just got back from Ohio and it was freezing up there. And my family's up there and I'm sorry that it's so cold, but golly, I'm glad I'm not in that anymore. It's nice here, but of course we're supposed to get freezing temperatures this weekend. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, and you have to be careful, is you want to take this little piece, okay, that we just punched out. Now you can do a smaller piece. I do have a couple small ones that are glitter. Maybe I'll just use that instead. So you want to take and put a dollop of hot glue right on the center. And I'm going to move my camera down just a little bit more because I might end up moving a little bit and I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Alright, so put your hot glue right on top of there. And then you're going to lay this, let me come in, here we go, right on top. I'm going to zoom in. Alright, so you're going to flatten it out like you had it before. No, I'm not on screen, sorry. And then, without moving this paper, and do it before your glue dries. Alright, so you just want to push in towards the glue. Okay, and hopefully it's centered. I have problems with centering it and I end up taking it off and recentering it. It's crazy. But you want to hold it there for just a couple seconds, let the glue grab it. And then of course if it doesn't do it, what I do then is I always place a little bit of glue down in the center. And while I'm doing it, I just put a whole bunch there. And then, hopefully without burning yourself, you stick your other piece right on top of it. Just like that. And since it's hot, you don't want to touch it, so just lay something on it. Until it adheres to it. And I'm stuck again. See how this hot glue is? Alright. So of course mine is not straight. There we go. So you just push on it until it dries. Of course it is hot, so be very careful if your kids are helping you. Please, please, please be careful. Alright, this one moved and it's still drying, so it's a good time that I could move it. It is painful, I'm telling you, this hurts really bad. Alright, and then once you have that done, you can decorate it any way you want. So this is cute. I could put a button. I have tons of buttons. I had my Cricut cut me a ton of stuff. I was doing pocket letters, and so my Cricut cut all these little hearts and stuff for me. So I put them inside here so I wouldn't lose them. And I think a dark green button would be cute on this. What do you think? I like it. I think I'll add a little dot of glue. Just a little. You don't need a lot for a button. And then I'm going to drop this right on top of that, and then I'll center it. And I'll use something to help me push it down so I don't burn myself again. And that's it. So it's pretty cool, right? It doesn't take very long, like 5 minutes to make one. Like I said, decorating is the hardest part. Okay, so I also did want to show you how the other one works. So I cut these. These are 1.5 inches by 6. And I just cut several. I think I did 3 of each. Yeah. So I just did 3 of each. So I just want to show you how the other one works, because you've seen the big one, which is this one right here. So this is the one we just did. So it's pretty large, pretty wide. So then let's just change this out. Alright, so that one comes out, and then this one comes out. There we go. It's pretty easy. I'm making it look harder than it is. And then each one has a little saying on it. So this one says bottom and this one says top. So you put it on the bottom, you slide it in. I like turning it around and looking at it, and then you just line it up. There are little lines in there that you do have to kind of connect with. And I have not done it yet. There it goes. Alright, so that one popped right in. And then this one is top. So we'll just slide this one right in. Same thing, it has to connect. There's a little lever in there that you have to connect it with. And if you don't get it in there right, you have to take it out and turn it, because it will only turn a certain amount. Okay, obviously I missed it. You have to, it has to be completely pushed in or the little door won't go on it. Alright, let's try that again. There it goes. Alright. And then you just put the little door on. And then this one will be tighter. So it's, you line it up at the 1.5 inch mark, because that's how big my paper is. Make sure you push it down on that line. Of course, it's not, you're not pushing it too far. It's just making sure that it's on that line, because then it stays there. Okay, and then you just push it through. And like I said, it doesn't weigh hardly anything. So you'll be able to move it around. You'll be able to take it with you to craft shows and stuff like that. Okay, and then once you get it done, all you have to do is fold your paper. Alright, so 3 make a rosette when you're doing it by 6 inches. You can do 3 by 2 inches, and then anything over 2 inches, you'll need more than 3. Okay, that's what I noticed. Just my opinion if you want it to be really full. Alright, so then you just accordion fold the whole thing just like you did before. And I just do the 2 at a time. It's just easier for me. And then I just line everything up and then I just push them together. Okay? And that's it. So you do that to all of them and then you make your next rosette. So we make all of these. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun making these until I burnt myself. It was still fun to make them. If you haven't and you'd like to, please hit subscribe down below and thumbs up the video. Leave a comment if you've ever made a rosette and what are your ideas for not burning yourself when doing it. Is there a different glue that I can use that is fast? Anyways, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.